Hello. It seems that if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. Well, that was an interesting 10 o'clock start. I was actually fired up and ready to go way before 10. I come to you and it just didn't connect, but we're here now. As you can see from the bottom, I'm Jenny Kovacs, Visibility Queen, known as the Queen of Being Seen, and I'm streaming to you live on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and on my Facebook page too, Jenny Kovacs, the Queen of Being Seen. So if you're wondering what this is all about, do go and check out some of my written posts as well as my video posts and my reels there too. So I wanted to stream this to you, just 5 minutes of getting ourselves fired up, getting ourselves motivated, getting ourselves ready to go. And specifically wanted to do this on a Monday, the start of a week where people are head down in their to-do list, lots of things to do. And sometimes that list of things to do, things to achieve, things to tick off, things to keep ourselves accountable to can cause us to feel slightly overwhelmed. So one of the things I learnt quite a few years ago when I was challenged with having to run a marathon. I say having to run, I chose to run the marathon, the London Marathon to be precise, 26.2 miles from somebody who had never run a 5K, a 10K, or even a half marathon race. Actually, I had run a 5K race about 15 years before, and I was beaten by 89-year-old Bob. Yes, I was that slow. So what happens when we pick up anything from our to-do list and we need to motivate ourselves to go? So a couple of things to think about, which I think will help motivate you this week. And I hope that this whole video will be less than 5 minutes long. So first thing is, know what motivates you for the task in hand. Now that seems a bit of a strange thing to say, but what I often find with people, myself and others, is that there are certain tasks that we are self-motivated to do. So it feels easy, willpower or whatever, drive, ambition or whatever you might call that. We get into flow and we do. And there are other tasks that actually it's more motivational for us to be driven by what other people do. So this is the difference between whether you have or create a space to have people checking up on you, because if you are self-driven, it becomes irritating and you feel very micromanaged, or whether somebody else does that for you. The other thing is, think about your state at the time, like literally, how do you feel at the time of starting the task? And anything that's not serving you, look to put that to one side or to kind of change that. So if you're feeling kind of low, you'll be very stoic, not moving. Get some exercise, move around, go outside, look at the sun, jump up and down, do star jumps, move your fingers, wiggle your toes, do whatever it takes just to move that energy through. Other things you might do might be what you look at. Now, one thing that gets loads of comments from people all over the world is this bookshelf, this real bookshelf, which for whatever reason, I decided just to lay it out in rainbow colors. And this brings me so much joy. Even just to sit and look at the books on the shelves brings me so much joy. And the next thing it actually does is it takes me into the feeling of what it feels like to read some of those books, to pick up some of those books, because many of those books have been so transformational, so life-changing for me. It just evokes the feelings within me. So if you've got a photo of somebody, if you've got something that you might like to hold, some people have lucky pennies or stones, some people have crystals and things like this. This is actually something that's used in radios to help with communication, which is quite apt for some of the work that I do. And other times it smells. Now, in this bag, which smells divine, is actually dried lavender. Smells absolutely gorgeous, very relaxing, I hear, very therapeutic. So do whatever it takes to change your state. Try some of those things and keep going until you feel a shift in the way you change. And if not, check out on YouTube, Fired Up, Ready to Go. Yes, it's about Barack Obama's original campaign, but you cannot watch that video without feeling fired up and ready to go. That's it for now. Click subscribe. I'd love to share more, and I'd love to hear your questions too. Bye for now.